It's aimed at both locals and also the international community, so we'd welcome students as far as China. But primarily in terms of the local base, we would seek working professionals who'd done a degree beforehand, because of course it's a master's program, so they'd have to have a degree as a foundation.
Would they have to have a science degree?
Ideally, yes. Obviously, if you want something as wide as varying as accounting, obviously that might be a little bit difficult. Ideally, you'd need to have a biology background. Now, it doesn't mean to say we would preclude you. So, for example, if you've done a degree, let's say 5 years ago, you'd still have obviously that base, that knowledge, but we would seek to build on that foundation.
Under the umbrella of how we can mitigate and measure changes, so tell me a bit about the actual content of the course.
The content will have 4 foundation kind of fundamental modules in the instance, and then we'd have 4 specialized modules. So this gives the students a broad, wide-ranging knowledge about the marine environment, which we then build on and specialize in. So, for example, one particular module is climate change adaptation, another one's ecosystem risk and disaster management. And so we would seek to then build on those knowledges where we'd have case studies globally as well as locally, and then how we can understand how to mitigate for climate change.
So very trendy and very interesting, but what do people do with the knowledge afterwards?
Well, this is the thing. So we are globally, as a global society now, we are the changing landscape, both locally and globally, is of paramount importance. And we actually, the businesses and the world are crying out for marine surveyors, for example, coastal planners, obviously with sea level rise on the horizon. We'd need these wide-ranging skills, and at the moment, it's not there.
So would you say it's a springboard for employment?
Absolutely. So what we'd seek to do is get the students on work placements with our stakeholder advisory groups, and because the whole point of this university and the unique selling point I feel, especially about Gibraltar, is the working with the community. And so what we seek to do is have these applied skills throughout the master's program, so the students, once they finish, they're work ready.
Well, experts have described Gibraltar as a natural lab for marine science. Will you be using that natural lab, or will you be using this artificial one?
Both. So what we do is we'd have to kind of scaffold learning in the theoretical, obviously in the classroom, with obviously practical aspects in the lab, but also we will be working out in the field. So this will be done in conjunction with our partners, so the Department of Environment, who've got their boat. So obviously we'd seek to use those logistical avenues, and we would seek to scaffold knowledge both in the field and in the lab as well.